Yeah, I think we are.
I think we are.
We got a bunch of clear liquid in front of us.
We have some very clear liquid in front of us.
I'm excited about this.
I am too.
I mean, this is a secret that maybe we've hinted at a time or two in the past.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I mean, it was pretty cryptic. If you didn't know,
Very cryptic. Yeah.
So, a little secret. I've kind of always wanted to be a distiller. Well, not always, but in the past few years, I'm like, I really want to get into distillation.
Yeah.
But hey, newsflash, it's illegal unless you get a license and all that sort of thing. So I decided not to really break the law.
Yeah.
But a couple years ago, you grew some corn.
I did. I grew a strain of corn, Jimmy Red corn, which is not abnormal to be made into bourbon, but
it's not have one there,
but beaten path. I mean, you're not going to find too many in Indiana, Kentucky that do this. It's more a southern venture.
And it seems to be, I wouldn't say quite a trend, but it is a little more common today. Like I think the thing that started for me is Highwire Distillery down in Charleston has a bourbon they put out called Jimmy Red, and I think it's fantastic.
It's outstanding.
So you grew the corn.
I grew the corn.
You harvested the corn.
Mm-hmm.
You put it in these big bags, and I experimented with it. I had this little gadget. We won't get into it. And I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But then we had, 75 pounds of Jimmy Red or something like that. And we had, kind of established a little bit of a rapport with Brooks Bemis at Haberdasher in Franklin, and we just threw it out there like, hey, if we bring you some corn, will you turn it into some whiskey? And he was willing to do it.
He was willing to do it.
Now, we had to grind corn, and that took a while.
It did.
But anyway, the other day I stopped by, and this is the new make distillate that he got from that process. Now, this first thing we're going to taste, he said this was, I think it says 53 proof.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This was what came off the still the first run.
Yes.
So we'll give it a little nose and a little taste.
And this has not been aged
at all.
5 minutes.
No.
Nothing.
It's a little funky.
It is.
And that was the thing that Brooks was telling me is that, he didn't necessarily like that funkiness when it first came off.
Mm-hmm.
And so he then went through and did a second distillation, and we'll get into this here in a second. I don't even know how to describe it.
That's what I'm trying to struggle with. Because, it's not rubbing alcohol. It's nothing like that.
No.
But it has, I want to say, I don't know what kind of, there's Cornish hints there, but it's not your standard corn notes that you would get.
And had you smelled that Jimmy Red corn when we had a grind?
Correct.
It's right there.
Yeah, that's what it's hard to explain.
Which, it's more of an heirloom variety. Yes. It is red corn, and it just... When you mash it, Brooks was telling me this. He said it was almost like a concrete color. It was like grayish purple in the mash, which is very unusual.
Because I know in the South, when they don't put it into alcohol, they make cornmeal, cornbread, out of that.
In fact, the Highwire Distillery, you could buy corn, Jimmy Red corn bread mix or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just got some funk on it. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily good. So. I know what it tastes like. It's not necessarily like, wow, get that, but Pepto-Bismol.
I think, it is. Because I'm saying it's not terrible. And the more it's in your mouth, the more you have that aftertaste of Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
And I'm a weirdo because I kind of like Pepto-Bismol.
It's kind of minty-ish. It's just kind of weird.
It really is.
Yeah, there's a little bit of cherry in there too, kind of.
And what's interesting is follow up on what you're talking about with Brooks and, at first this one was something that he thought was great.
Yeah.
But he told me when I picked it up, he goes, it's starting to grow on me a little bit.
Yeah. There's something about it.
There's something about it that does. It kind of grows on you. And
I would be interested to see this age. Now, granted, this is all that we have from that.
Right.
So I might experiment with it. I got some oak chips or something, and just, what's it going to hurt? I'm probably, this is not something I'm going to bring out to anybody but you, because nobody else is going to appreciate
exactly the work that went into
the story. All right, so then Brooks Haberdasher, and if you haven't been there, go there.
Good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, outstanding place.
Downtown Franklin, great facility. They make wonderful cocktails. They have a lot of different spirits. I think their rye is growing on me as one of my
rivals
favorites.
Any small batch rye I've ever had.
For sure.
And didn't they just get what did they get? They got like an award, like a Distiller of the Year in Southern. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, good for them.
So,
and it's funny, when I was in there the other day talking to Brooks, there was a lady that came in to do some Christmas shopping, and she was asking, like, you could tell she didn't really know much about bourbon or whiskeys or anything. And I suggested the rye, and she's like, "Oh no, my people, they don't like rye." I'm like, "Okay, fine." Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. It's a very bourbon lover friendly sort of rye whiskey, but it is really good.
It's outstanding. And
congratulations! I hope they did get that award.
Yeah.
So anyway, he bottled. Thankfully, Brooks were very appreciate what you did, but he bottled the rest of the new make after he distilled it, or at least gave Jamie and I a few bottles here. And this one's in the hazmat category, new make spirit, 71.5% alcohol.
So 140,
143.
Yeah, 143 proof.
And I can't remember the entire mash bill. I'd have to look it up. I know he used the majority of the mash bill was corn, but I think he used maybe some malted barley, and I can't remember what else. Anyway, when I find that in our correspondence with Brooks, I'll put that in the notes. But I haven't tried this one yet. I haven't tried either of these yet.
No.
So. You would think something that's 140 proof would just
burn your nose.
And
it does. And the nose is slightly different.
It's cornbready.
It is cornbready, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. There's some heat there.
There is, but it's a good drink.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I was searching for more heat because when you have something that's 143 proof, you're expecting your insides to kind of be on fire.
I'm getting some amaretto, some marzipan.
It's it has a sweetness to it.
That is pretty good.
That is surprising to me.
Brooks, you did a great job with that one.
You did outstanding. Yeah, that one's really, really good.
Now the second drink's a little bit more fire, but
it's very surprising that that is not overwhelm you.
Way smoother than I thought.
Way smoother.
All right, so then the third one we have here today, also new make. Again, same as this. This has just been diluted down. I think we're coming in at 59.3%. So let's give it a go.
The nose is similar.
Very similar. I get a hint of cherry, maybe a little, in addition to some of that cornbread.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good drink. It's smooth, and I thought this was pretty smooth for what it was. This is extremely smooth, and this still comes in at what, 108 proof?
No, almost 120.
Oh yeah, almost 120. No, you're right.
59.3, so that makes it 129.6.
Yeah, so
or 128.6. Sorry,
you wouldn't guess that.
No,
I mean honestly, I wouldn't have guessed that. I'm always impressed on this new make stuff. Absolutely, how clear this stuff is.
Yeah,
how crystal clear this is.
And having a chance to taste new make, you'll hear, you can buy moonshine, right? Moonshine, which moonshine that you're buying in a store, it's just a brand. It's a label. True moonshine is made in the woods, probably, and it's illegal actually. So anything that says moonshine that you're buying in the store, it's just a branding thing. But to have an opportunity to try something and sip on it before it gets aged you don't get that opportunity
you don't.
a lot.
No.
Every now and then, places will sell it. I know Brooks sometimes at Haberdasher sells some new make. I know we were talking before we started the Burnt Church down in Bluffton. They sell a new make that's really good. But if you haven't, if you like whiskey, I highly recommend if you come across a new make, something that hasn't been aged, it's worth a shot because it's a little bit different flavor profile. You get to taste what it tastes like before it ages.
Right. And then you'll appreciate the aging process. You'll appreciate what the notes come out, and you'll say, okay, this started here, and 4 years later, 10 years later, we got to this. And it's really amazing. And then you realize this barrel sat on the shelf for 5 years, 10 years, and these guys made no money off of it. They just paid taxes on it because all they did. Yeah. And they produced this bottle. So then you kind of understand, okay, I understand the cost now associated with it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing about that is, I think, too, is there's this, I don't know if it's a debate, but there are discussions, where does bourbon or rye whiskey, where is it getting its flavor? Mm-hmm. Is it from the distillate? Is it from the barrel? Is it from both? Well, I mean, the barrel does add a lot, and I'd be really curious to see what happens with this if we put it on some oak in some way.
Yeah.
But if the truth of the matter, if the new age distillate that you're putting in that barrel doesn't taste good, the barrel's not going to fix it.
No, it's not. That's right. It won't fix that.
It's not going to fix it.
It's only going to enhance the flavor. It's not going to change it to the point that it's like, oh, okay, this was. Yeah. You brought me a chicken nugget. Now I'm going to give you a filet mignon. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not alchemy.
That's right.
Not turning it into gold.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do with these next? I mean, Jamie's got a handful of bottles. I got a handful of bottles. I think he's going to try to oak some of his in some way. And I'm probably going to do the same and just let it sit.
Yeah.
And, we'll maybe revisit this after it's been oaked for a while.
Yeah.
And see what we
got.
That's
my plan is to oak this and see what pulls out of that oak mixed with this red corn.
Yeah.
And because I know what Brooks bourbon tastes like.
Yeah.
And so I'm interested to see, and I'm assuming, and I don't know this for any factual basis, that he uses similar mash bill, except instead of corn, his corn, he used this corn. And so I'm interested to see how that changed it, if it changed it. But yeah, I'm going to definitely do something to kind of age this a little bit.
Same. So we'll revisit this new make maybe a few months down the road after you've oaked some and I've oaked some, and we'll compare and contrast and revisit the whole thing again. So again, Brooks, Haberdasher Distillery, thank you. And folks, again, if you haven't been there, go there. It's a great little spot in Franklin, Indiana. Downtown Franklin is wonderful, especially this time of year. They still have, I don't know when this comes out, the decorations may be down, but nice little restaurants. The downtown area, they've done so much in the past 5-10 years. And you go to the Haberdasher Distillery. It's right next to the Garment Factory, which I hear is a lovely place to get some food and have a little cocktail or two, and just to support that craft distiller in your backyard.
Yeah, I can't say enough about their staff. Their staff is outstanding.
Fantastic. Absolutely.
Outstanding. So appreciate it.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also check us out in all the places we are.
Yeah, we're on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and we see the numbers growing, and we know it's because of you guys. So you guys keep following us. We'll keep putting out content. We appreciate all your follows.
Thank you.